Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Very
Good
good
morning,
morning.
sir.
Very good morning. Okay. So, yesterday, we discussed about what is Mulesoft, what is the history of this Mulesoft, and when compare with Mulesoft, what and all the other integration tools will be there in market, and when compare with those other integration tools, why Mulesoft is more popular. And apart from that, we also discussed about how are the opportunities for Mulesoft, what and all the companies are hiring for this Mulesoft, all these things we've seen, right? So now, today what we'll do, today I will explain you, how to create an API, all these things we will see today, okay? But before moving to this, first what I will take one example. So for that example, we'll compare with MuleSoft and we will see it, okay? So usually in MuleSoft, okay, we have three pages. What are they? Anyone having any idea? Design, development, and then deployment. Okay, we have three pages. Okay, in MuleSoft: design, development, and then deploy. Okay, so we'll take one example that is our real example. Okay, in this example, I will take it as house. Okay, so if you want to construct any kind of house, first thing what we will do usually. So if you want to construct a house, directly we'll construct a house.
We'll prepare a plan.
Very good. So we will not prepare. Usually architects will be there, right? Design architects.
Yes.
Yes. What they will do, they are going to prepare a plan. So how they are going to prepare a plan? So they will take some inputs from us, right?
Hmm.
So whether they need construct 2 BHK or 3 BHK, first we need to inform to them saying that, hey, I need a 3 BHK house. Okay, I need three bedrooms, attached washrooms, and then I need a puja room, kitchen, and then one terrace. Sorry, like this. Whatever we want, we need to explain to them what these guys will do based on client requirement. See, we are a client to them. Okay, so what these guys will do, they will take the requirement from us. Okay, requirement from client or customer. So what design architect will do, he is going to take this request from us. So based on this, what they will do, they are going to create a design. Okay. So now imagine I'll show you one image. Okay. Here we'll take some houses. Let's say we want house like this. You can take this. Okay. Maybe this is a two bedroom. Okay. So this is the main entrance, and then this is one bedroom, and this is the TV area, and then this is again one more sitting like a hall. Okay. And again, you can see one more will be here. So we inform to the architect, based on this, he constructed a house like this. Design is complete. Let's say the moment we receive this design, do we accept immediately? No, right? Again, what we'll do, we need to inform to them. See, this staircase, I don't like this. Instead of this, can you add something extra? Like I don't like this color. Instead of this, can you provide some other color? Like this, again, what we'll do, we are going to, you know, give some inputs. Again, what he will do? He is going to redesign. So until we satisfied, okay, he is keep on redesign the house plan, right? Once we are okay with the plan, then what is the next step? So your house plan is ready. What is the next step?
We'll start construction.
Very good. That we can call it as development. Okay, development. Okay, this in our MuleSoft we can call it as implementation also. Okay, so how they are going to implement this house based on this design? Okay, this they will take it as a blueprint. Accordingly, they are going to develop this. Okay, so development is done. What is the next step? Your house is ready. Then
Start living in that house.
very good. But before that, again, you are going to test that house, right?
Yes.
Whether whatever the design gave, accordingly, did they implemented or again, what we'll do? We are going to test it. Let's say in design we are showing one color, but actual color it is vary. So again, what we will inform to them, saying that it is not according to the design. Can you please change the color? Okay, like this, what we'll do? If any bugs or something, bugs means like programming I'm talking about. If any
Mm.
changes will be there, that we need to again do it in the development process. Here, once we are happy with this development, then we are going to live in this house. That we can call it as deployment. Okay,
Mm.
deployment is nothing but like live. Okay, in this we have three phases, right?
Mm.
Similar way, in MuleSoft also we have a three phases. First phase is design phase. In this design phase, what we'll do? We are going to design APIs. Okay, how we are going to design this API? Based on client requirement. Understood? So client will give you one requirement. Accordingly, we are going to design this API. So first of all, we'll talk about API. What is API? API is nothing but application programming interface. This is the definition of API. API stands for application programming interface. Okay. It acts as the like a mediator between two things. Any two systems or anything that we can call it as an API. Okay. Clear? API stands for application programming interface. Okay. So again, I'll give you an example for this API. I hope you all went to restaurant, right? So in restaurant, usually whenever you go to restaurant, very first step what we'll do?
Check the menu.
Very good. We will check the menu. Then
Um, we'll ask whether that is available or not as per our requirement.
mhm.
And we order that.
Okay. To whom you are going to order your
To the person,
To the
waiter.
waiter.
right? Very good. So here, whenever you go to restaurant, first client or you can call it as a customer. So we are the customers. We went to restaurant. Okay. Then what we'll do? We'll give some request. Request means order.
Mm,
Okay. Order. So who will take this order?
Waiter.
Waiter. Okay. So what this guy will do? Once he take order, what waiter will do?
He'll
Waiter will
order.
pass same order to kitchen, right?
Mm.
In kitchen, who will be there?
Chef.
Chef. What chef will do? Based on our request,
Mm.
he is going to prepare some response, right?
Mm.
So response means, let's say you order some chicken biryani, okay, or some fish fry or something, whatever you order. What he will do? Based on your request, he is going to prepare. Chef is going to prepare some response. Understood? He is going to prepare some response. Okay, and that response, okay, he is going to hand over to whom? Waiter, right? Waiter, what he will do? He will take that response and he is going to hand over to
Customer.
customer. Understood? This is the general example I'm saying so that everyone can understand. See here, waiter, he will act as an API or he's going to act as a mediator, right? He's a mediator between to whom? Customer
And the chef.
and chef, right? So what I told you, what is the definition of API? API is nothing but application programming interface which acts as a mediator between two things. That is called an API. Understood? Here we are going to create n number of APIs. Okay, clear?
Okay.
Yeah, this is called API. So in design phase, what we'll do, we are going to design these APIs. Okay.
Mm.
Usually, if you go to any institute, what they will do, hardly they will teach one day only this design. Okay. But whenever you go to organization, there, you are not able to, design API properly. Okay. So that's why what I do here, I'm going to take almost 7 to 9 days only for design work. Okay. So initial, our focus will be on design. Here we are going to spend 7 to 9 days or 10 days. The first 10 days, we are going to focus only on this design phase. Okay. I promise you, if you follow my class regularly and if you practice it, whatever I explain, within 10 days, you will become an expert in the design. Okay. Let's say if someone is working on Mulesoft for 6 years, if they got any design, if you take that 6 years of experience candidate work to you, after completion of 10 days, you can do it. I promise you. Okay. So first, what you need to do, you need to learn how to do it, how to develop it, what and all things required. Let's say, I'll give you one example for this. If you want to construct one house, okay, what and all the things required? Usually, iron,
Material.
cement, sand, bricks, all these things, right?
Material. Mm.
Material, raw material is required for one house. Let's say I want to construct 10 houses. What are all the things required?
We require bulk material for that. Raw
Bulk, but
material.
same material, right?
Yes.
Yeah, similar way, if you want to create any kind of API, we need a few things. Okay. If you remember that, if you want to create 100 APIs also, the procedure is always same. If you know how to construct one house, okay, we can build n number of houses, right? In similar fashion, if you know how to create one API perfectly, starting to ending, we can create n number of APIs. Okay. So here almost we are going to spend some 10 days. And in the development part, we are going to spend almost some 18 days. And deployment part, we'll spend some 2 days. So total, for 1 month program, people who are joining this course, we are going to cover this for 1 month. Okay. This is common for 3 months program also. Okay. First, we need to learn the complete meals of design, development, deployment. What are all things we are going to do? Everything we need to implement it. So what we'll do today? Today I'll create one simple API, how to create an API in the design phase that I'll explain today. Tomorrow what we'll do? Whatever the API which we design, that we will take to development, that we will discuss in tomorrow class. And then deployment we will see next day. So that you will have an idea about end to end, how to create an API. Okay. Once we create API, how you are going to do development, deployment, all these things you will learn in the demo sessions. Okay. So this is our agenda for next 3 days. So today we'll talk about only this design phase. Okay. So here, if you want to design our APIs, we have to use one application that is called Anypoint Platform. Okay. Anypoint Platform. So I'll show you. So this is the open source. Open source means that is available in Google. Directly you can go here and you can create it. Just go to Google. Just type anypoint.mulesoft.com. Anypoint.mulesoft.com. You just try it. So it will ask you username and password. Okay. So very first time once you log in this, you don't have any username and password, right? We don't have any account. So what we need to do? Don't have an account? Click on sign up. Once you click on sign up, you can try to create an account. Okay. Here what we'll do? I'm going to provide some details. Okay. Email I'm giving like this. Jobs title. Let's say if you are not working, don't worry. You can give any title, like let's say software you can provide. Okay. Otherwise, manager, anything you can provide it, team lead, anything. Okay. And then you can select country. So if you are staying in India, you just select India. If you are in US, some other country, please provide accordingly. Okay. State Telangana. Company name. Let's say if you are not working, you can put your dream company. Let's say you want to keep it as Google. Yes, you can. Or Microsoft, you can. IBM, you can. Okay. See, I have my own company. So this I kept it over here. Okay. And here in employees, I can select 1 to 20. Industry, engineering, something, construction, real estate. Phone number, I'm going to provide my number. So you can provide your number. Okay. Username must be unique. Okay. So for my reference, what I'll do, I'll keep my batch numbers. Okay. Here what I'll do, I'm going to provide 37th batch. Okay. I'll click on these two checkboxes. Okay. So we need to click on these two checkboxes and then click on create account. See any doubts here? This is just simple application, like how we are going to, create application Facebook and Gmail. In similar fashion, we can create this as well. So no questions, no doubts, right here. Only thing is job title and then company name. You can keep anything. Anything is nothing but like your dream company icons. Okay. And then click on create an account. Okay. Can you see? So it is displaying good morning, then your name. Okay. And you can see company name will come here. So I just mentioned Ketu Infotech. So it is coming here. If you mention Google, Google will come here. If you mention IBM, IBM will come here. Okay. So as we discussed, can you see we do have so many services. Okay. We have API manager, governance, runtime visualizer, monitoring, secret manager. All these things will be there. But when compared with other integration tools, we don't get all these things. Understood? Why? Because if they want to use like monitoring, again they need to buy a different service. Company need to buy it. So that is the difference between MuleSoft and other integration tools. Okay. So these and all I'm going to explain in coming classes. But what we'll do today, our agenda is we need to create an API. Okay. So today onwards, daily I'm giving, 2 to 10 interview questions on daily basis. Today I'll make you 2 or 4. Like this daily I can give you some interview question. If you prepare it, so 200% you will get same interview question. Understood? Let's say recently, one girl attended, interview. I'll show you that interview question. She attended for Accenture. So she shared. I'll show you that as well. So almost there are some 30 questions. So whatever we discussed in class, same questions you go. Okay. So
Sir,
what
for
are
how
all the
much
roles and
experience?
responsibilities? Sorry.
For how much experience? Sure.
She kept around 3.5 years.
Okay.
Okay. Can you see? So these are all, questions. They ask 30 questions. Very first day, you will get this question. Can you see how many APIs have you worked on? Okay. So what are all the roles and responsibilities of MuleSoft developer? Okay. So for this already we provided all the documents. Can you see roles and responsibilities, right? So I provided awesome documents to them in day one itself. You can see if you open this Mule interview PDF. So first, how we need to introduce yourself. Okay, that I provided. Can you see roles and responsibilities? Very first questions I got in the interview. Roles and responsibilities of MuleSoft developer. Here I provided. Can you see? As a part of the project, I have used both Mule 3 and Mule 4 versions. So like this, I created 6, 10 roles and responsibilities. I gave it to her. Okay. Like this, we prepared awesome documentation. Same questions you will get it. If you prepare it on daily basis, 200% you will get the job. Why? Because there is no coding. We don't have much concepts in Mule. Okay, very limited concepts. If you focus it, 200% you will get a job. See what is your project. Okay, so what is your source, target, all these things will be there. Same question they may ask you how many recent project related document question. Okay, so this they are asked immediately. See, all questions you will get it. Okay, and do you think like this, I prepared? No, I didn't prepare. Okay, this if you see the date also, like last Friday she attended. Okay, and she sent this form. Clear? I did not create these questions. Okay, all questions we explained in class, same she got it. Understood? So like this, we will give you company, which company, let's say if you are attend Accenture or IBM or Infosys, company wise also we will provide the interview questions. By your luck, same person will be there in the interview panel. So what will happen? You also get same questions most of the time. So that easily you can crack it. Okay? Yeah. Now what we'll do? We'll work on it. Now can you see 3 horizontal lines will be there, right? So whatever the services you can see here, same you can see here as well. If you click on these 3 vertical lines, you can see design center. We have a design center here. We have exchange here. Okay. And we have a data graph where it is somewhere it will. Okay. That got missed here. Okay. You can see API manager, API manager, API governance, API governance. Runtime manager, runtime, visualizer, visual, monitoring tool, monitor. Okay. So like this access management, secret manager, secret, whatever you can see, all the services available here as well. Okay. So now if you want to create any kind of API by using this design center, we can create our APIs. Let's say I'll click on start designing. Okay. So the moment I click on this, can you see you have no API projects? Why we don't have any APIs here? Any guess?
Just now created the account.
Very good. This is
It's
a
a
brand
fresh one.
new, account.
Yeah.
So that's why we don't have any APIs here. Let's say if you create a Gmail or Facebook, do you have friends in Facebook the moment you create it? No, right?
No.
You need to go there, you need to send a request, then only it will come. Okay. Similarly, here also, if we create APIs, what and all the APIs which we created here, same APIs will be available here. So if you want to create an API, very simple. Can you see create option will be there. Click on this create. So the moment you click on create, you could see so many options, right? API specification, fragment, sync, import a file, so many options. All these options we will discuss one by one. But today, if you want to create any kind of API, we need to go with this option, new API specification. Okay. So sometimes this specification, in short, we will call it as spec. Okay. So we will call it as spec also. So what you can do, you just click on this spec. Okay. So today I'm giving 4 or 5 interview questions. People who want to continue this course, what you can do, just try to make a note. You can also make a note somewhere in your notepad or notepad. Interview questions. So first question is, what is an API? Second question is, what is life cycle of API? Okay. I already explained what is an API. API is nothing but API stands for application programming interface, which acts as a mediator between two things or two parties. Okay. What is the life cycle of APIs? Now we will discuss. Okay. And one more interview question. What is RAML? So RAML is nothing but here RESTful API modeling language. Okay. So this is called a RAML. Now here we have some versions. RAML versions 1.0 versus 4.8. See, this is usually, in India, we will call it as a 0. RAML version 1.0 versus 0.8. But if you are dealing with the foreign clients, okay, if you are dealing with foreign clients, wherever you can see 0, you just pronounce it as O. So this you have to
Oh,
pronounce. Yeah. O means in foreign, in other countries, let's say USA, UK or Canada, so they won't pronounce it as 0. Wherever they can see 0, they will pronounce it as O. If you ask their phone number, in that 0 will be there. Let's say if you take my phone number, so 8660. So how they will pronounce it? 8660. They will pronounce it as. Okay. Even if you call it as 0, nothing will happen. But if you pronounce it as a O, so they will get some good impression. You have already working experience with the foreign clients also. They will think. Okay. Just you will get some good impression. Even if you won't call it as 0 or O, nothing will happen. You just pronounce it as 0. Okay. Okay, going forward, I'm going to add few more interview questions here. First, we'll see one by one. So our complete classes will be daily interview questions, practical sessions. Okay, we won't, explain theory much. Okay, here we need to provide the project name. Usually, how we'll get the project name? Who will give our project name?
Design
Client.
architect.
Hmm? Client will give the project name. To whom you will, to whom they will provide. Directly to you.
To architects, solution architects.
Mm-hmm.
Project owner means product
Mm-hmm.
owner, they will provide the project name.
Okay. Anyhow, somehow we will get one requirement document, right? So let's say first what they will do, company and the client will be there. Okay. Imagine K2 Infotech. This is one company, and for me, client will be there. ICICI Bank. Imagine ICICI Bank is my client. Okay. So what they will do, this K2 Infotech and ICICI Bank, we will make one agreement. Okay. That we can call it as SLA. SLA is nothing but service level agreement. In that, they will note each and every point very clearly. So what is the project? What is the duration of this project? What is the budget of this project? How soon you are going to deliver this project? How many resources you are going to allocate this project? All the things, they will make a note. Okay. After that, they will give requirement to this company. In this company, we have some architects or scrum masters. So all will be there. What they this guys will do, they will take that requirement. So based on that requirement, they will create some functional documents. Okay. Or HLD, high level documents, low level documents. All these things they will prepare, data mapping sheets, everything they will prepare it and they will assign it in Jira. Okay. From there, we need to pick that. Okay. And daily you will have some stand-up calls or scrum calls. Stand-up meetings will be there on daily basis, right? Whenever they schedule a meeting, in that they will mention that project name also. By seeing that also, we will come to know. Otherwise, in the requirement document, it will be there. So from there, you can copy that project name and you just provide it. Let's say today I'm going to build some calculator API. See, for every batch, I will take only, this API. Why? Because everyone can understand very easily. That's why. Okay. Can you see? Just now I provided the project name. After that, here specification language. So here we are using RAML. Already explained, right? RAML is nothing but RESTful API modeling language. Like we have C language, C++, Java, right? SAP ABAP, like this. Here also we have language called RAML. So this is the latest version of RAML version 1.2. If you want, you just click on this drop down, you can see the older version also, RAML version 0.8. Okay. So this is the interview question I gave it to you. RAML version 1.1 and 0.8. I won't explain all the differences now. Why? Because if I explain 3 or 4 differences, you will make a note. Same, you will do it. But if I give it as an interview question, what you will do? You are going to research on this question. What you will do usually? You will take this and you can Google it. You will get some answers, right? So if you want to make a note of all these differences, what you can do? You are going to read something so that you are going to gain some extra knowledge. That's why initial 10 days I won't provide any answers to you guys. I'll provide later. I will give you only questions. You need to prepare answers. Okay? So that you can learn more. That is my intention here. That's it. Now you just click on create API. Don't touch anything. Just provide the project name. Very simple. Click on finish. That's it. So it will open a new window. Okay. Can you see, if you see this, here we have 4 partitions. This is completely one partition. This is second one. And then this is third one. And then this is fourth one. Okay. So first I'm going to explain all these things. So whatever you can see in your left hand side, this area, we can call it as file browser. Okay. So why we will call it as a file browser? Here you can create a files and you can load your data. Okay. So this is the use of this file browser. Here you will have so many options. All these things we'll discuss later. But you just remember what all these four partitions. Okay. So left hand side file browser, whatever you can see in your right hand side, this we can call it as editor because we are editing here. So that's why we can call it as editor. And whatever you can see, this we can call it as in your right hand side. This we can call it as console. Okay. Console means whatever you are writing, it will display. Let's say if I click on version V1, see it got whatever I wrote, it got displayed here. And if I click on enter, can you see you got some intelligence here? This we can call it as chef. Okay. Chef is nothing but here you will get the intelligence. Okay. Now this what we can call it as this left hand side file browser, editor, API console, and then chef. Okay. Now can someone tell me what is this area?
File browser.
File browser. Very good. This one,
Editor.
editor. Very good.
API console.
Very good. API console.
Console.
What is this?
Chef.
Chef. Here you will get an intelligence. Not chef, shell. SHELF. Okay.
Shell.
Now you got it right?
Yes.
Okay. So now what we'll do? In the editor, by default, we got two things. Can you see? RAML version what? 0.8. Yeah, 0.8 or 1.0. Why we got 0.8? Because we selected that. That's why we got it. So
Okay.
now I change it to 1.0 or 1.0. And how we got this title?
Project
Because we provided project name, right? So that's why we got it. So now, can you see here cursor is blinking, right? If you click on enter, you got so many things down. Can you see?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this we can call it as intelligence. Okay. So whatever we want, we can write it. All these things we will discuss in coming classes. Okay. When we need to use this. Okay. In which scenario we need to use, how to use, when to use. Okay. All these things we will discuss in coming classes. Okay. Within 10 days, you will become an expert in all these things. Okay. Now, see, this is the language version, guys. RAML version 1.0 or 0.8. Let's say if I'll make it as 1.1 or 1.2, if I hit enter, see, I'm not able to get intelligence. Here also, I'm not able to see API console. Why?
Because version not yet released.
Because this version is not yet available and not yet released. So that's why we don't get. See, now if I make it as 1.0 again, so we got intelligence and preview. If I hit enter, you can see so many things we got. Clear? So now I'm going to select version. So I'll mention as V1, version 1. See, already version will be there, right? RAML version 1.0. Why again we need to mention this version as V1? So this version is related to our, can you see? What is this? Version of the API. That means whatever the API which we are going to develop, this calculator API version is this V1. This, if you want, you can make it as V4 also. It won't
Okay.
throw any error because this is our own API. We can create anything. But this language version we didn't create, right? Someone else created that we are using. That's it. That's why we cannot change this language version. First thing. Next. So I'm going to select protocols. See what kind of protocols it will support. HTTP and
Yes.
HTTP, HTTPS.
HTTP. Yes. Very good. Can someone tell me what is the exact difference between HTTP and HTTPS?
HTTPS is a secured one and HTTP is not secure.
Very good. This is very, very important and valid point. HTTP versus HTTPS. Okay. If you answer like this, if I am the interviewer, immediately I can ask you one more interview question. Hey, whatever you said, the difference between HTTP and HTTP, yes, that is exactly correct. But you said HTTPS is more secure, right? So how it is more secure? How can you say whether it is more secure when compared with HTTP?
We need to take the license of HTTPS
If you
while
take license, what will happen?
then nobody can open into that one. Means
No, I
can't
can
change.
open. Can you see? Here I opened one website, right?
Okay.
Okay, can you see? This is the HTTPS. I open this
Uh,
website.
okay.
If you take my website, office website,
Uh,
this is also HTTPS. But I can open it, right?
yes, sir.
Then what is the difference? Any guess from anyone? At least he tried something. Others?
Whenever we are hitting HTTPS like a protocol, we will need
Mhm.
SSL certificate. SSL certificate, something will be
Certificate is
there.
secondary. If you are using certificate, it will be secure, right?
Yeah.
You are using HTTPS, but how that certificate will provide security? How your data will be secure?
Hello.
Yes,
Yeah. So HTTPS might be encrypted.
encrypted. What it will encrypt?
Like they're using this public thing.
Let's say if I am using HTTPS here, okay. See, I'm opening something. It got open. Okay, courses, all these things got open. Then how it is going to provide security? But you said that is correct. It will encrypt. Encrypt what? See, I will give you an amazing example. You guys are daily using this. Not daily, at least weekly once you guys are using. Okay. You guys are using internet banking. It could be anything, not only ICICI, HDFC or anything. You guys are using, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what we'll do generally, we'll provide some username and then password, right? See, if I type password, what I entered here, password 1, 2, 3, right? If I click on login, what will happen?
You can change the means whatever you want, you can modify. Like you can do the transactions or anything.
No, the moment I click on login, first thing what
Mm.
will happen?
That's your account, personal account.
Okay, it will open my account. If password is wrong, it will
Then
show
you
incorrect
can't log
password,
in. Yes.
right?
Hmm.
Okay, but every time we notice only this, right?
Hmm.
But you have to notice one more thing here. Okay, again I'll open. So I'll provide, my user ID is something. So password again I'm giving 1, 2, 3. See, same password I'm giving. This time, the moment I click on login, you can notice only this text field. here 1 to 3 will be there, right? Only 3 dots will be there, right? So the moment I click on login, what will happen? You can see. Okay. You can see so many dots here, right?
Yes.
So internally, what happened? If you are using HTTPS, internally, what will happen? If you enter 1 to 3, that will be, encrypted. Let's say, I'll show you how we can encrypt and decrypt the data. So here I'm giving value as Mulesoft. Okay, how many characters will be there, Mulesoft?
8.
8. So if I click on generate, how many characters I'll get it? See, more than 8 I received, right? So here, usually as a user, I am passing my password is Mulesoft. Internally, it will go to the system. This is the password it will go. Almost this is 80 or 20 characters will be there. Okay. Whenever it will reach to the, that again, instead of encrypt, I'll make it as decrypt. Okay. Key, I'll keep it as same. Okay. What is the value? So this is the value. I'll copy this. If I decrypt it, I should get Mulesoft. If I generate it, can you see? So here, sorry guys, power gone. I connected with the mobile data. So are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. See here, whenever we pass some usernames or passwords, it will be encrypted by default. If you are using HTTPS, the entire data will be encrypted. Okay. If someone will ask you in the interview, what is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS? Immediately we will say first thing, the main difference between HTTP and HTTPS is security. Immediately they may ask you one more question. What kind of security will provide? Okay. So you just tell them if you are using HTTPS, whatever the data which we are sending, the entire data it will be encrypted. So this is how if you are using HTTPS, it will be more secure. Okay. Let's say I'll show you one more example for HTTP. Can you see? I am using HTTP here. Okay. But what it is showing, which is not secure. Okay. So is this clear? The main difference between HTTP and HTTPS is security. Not only this, we do have so many differences. For HTTP, default port number is different. Okay, so many differences will be there. See, if you want to prepare answers for all these questions, you can use ChatGPT. Instead of Google, you just use this ChatGPT. So if you use Google, what will happen? I'll show you. If I write HTTP versus HTTPS, we'll get like this so many links. Every link we need to open it and we need to see this. What will be there in this? Okay. But whereas if you are using ChatGPT, okay, you just post like this HTTP versus HTTPS in bracket, you just write 10 differences. So what it will do, it is going to provide 10 differences for us. 1 second. So again, we need to log in this. Okay, I forgot maybe this username. I'll show you tomorrow. Okay, how we need to use this ChatGPT. Okay, so this is the another interview question. At least try to prepare 10 differences. Okay,
Okay, sir.
yeah, now again I'll come here. Okay, so these are the protocols it will support, HTTP versus HTTPS. Now, okay, now we'll start our API. So first thing, if you want to construct any kind of API, we need 5 things, guys. Okay, so again, this is the interview question. How to create an API. Same question they will ask you in interview in different way. Let's say I want to create one RESTful API. So what are all the things you are going to consider while designing a API? So question they may ask you, or simply some people they'll ask you how to create an API. Okay. So for this, if you want to create any kind of API, we need 5 things, guys. If you remember 5 things, it will be very easy for you. First one is, if you want to construct any kind of API, we need to use resource path. First one, resource path. Resource path is nothing but just like a name, any name. Any name we can call it as resource path. But how to write this resource path slash? Okay, you can write some name and put colon. So this we can call it as resource path. Okay. Second one is method. So there are some methods: get, post, put, catch, delete. Apart from this, we do have other methods, but in my entire experience, I used only these 5 methods. So going forward in coming classes, we will discuss what is get, post, put, patch, all these methods, when we will use, which scenario we need to use it. All these things we will discuss in coming classes. Third one is request. Request is nothing but input. Okay. So how we can pass a request? We can pass request in 3 ways. One is query params, URI params, body. So by using all these 3 ways, we can pass a request. Next, fourth one is response. Response is nothing but output. Okay. The final one is HTTP status codes. So we need to remember these 5 things. If you remember these 5 things in same order, okay, you can create n number of APIs very easily. N number means unlimited. Okay, if you know how to construct one API, you can create n number of APIs very easily. Okay. So I'll give you some 1 minute of time. You need to remember these 5 in a proper order. So resource path, method, request, response, and then HTTP status code. I'll give you 1 minute of time. You just remember this. Okay, if you remember these 5 things in a proper order, okay, even if you have 1 year of experience, 10 year of experience, any guy, he got some work, you can do it after completion of 10 days. That I promise you. Okay, now I'm going to change this slide. You have to tell them all 5 in a proper order. Okay, fine. Okay, now if I want to construct any kind of API, what are all the things required? Everyone
Resource,
need to answer. What is the first one?
resource,
Resource path.
Resource path,
Resource
not
path.
resource.
resource path,
Resource path.
methods,
Method.
Second,
That's the
Request.
response,
Method.
HTTP.
Response.
Third
request,
one
Request.
requests.
response,
response.
Res-
Very good.
HTTP.
Fifth one.
status code,
Status
HTTP
code.
status code.
Perfect. So if you remember these 5 things in a proper order, you can construct any kind of API. Daily we are going to use these 5 things in the next 7 to 10 days. Okay. So that's why first day only we need to remember all the 5 things. Resource path, method, request, response, and then HTTP status codes. Okay. Now what is our API? Calculator API. Now I'm going to open calculator here. Okay. Okay, open calculator. Now we'll design our API. Okay. In this API, what is the first one? Resource path. How to write resource path?
Resource
Slash.
Dash.
You can provide any name
Colon.
and put colon.
mm,
So this is the resource path, right?
mm,
See now whatever we wrote, it got created here as well. That means whatever we wrote, this is correct.
okay.
This is the resource path. See what we are trying to build here. We are trying to build a calculator API. And in calculator API, do we have hero and heroines here?
No, numbers only.
Only numbers, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So we should not write hero and heroine here. We need to write a meaningful name. Okay. So for that, what we'll do? We are going to write addition. If someone will see, they can easily understand. Okay, this guy is trying to build a calculator API and is going to perform some addition operation. Understood? So whatever you can see here, 5 things, right? Resource path, method, request, response. All 5 things will be there in the requirement document. Understood? We don't want to bother about which resource path we need to write it, which method we need to select it, what is the request, what is the response. Okay. All these things they will give you in the document. Okay. After completion of 5 or 6 classes, I will show you the live APIs. Live means already I worked for some projects, right? Those data I will show you how you will get that requirement, all these things. Okay. But time being, you just remember this. So this is the resource path. What is the next step?
Method.
Methods.
After this path, what it will come? Method, right?
Yes.
So here I am clicking enter, just I am clicking enter. See, the moment I click on enter, all the methods down it got displayed, right?
Mm,
See, you can see all the methods. Get, put, batch, post, all these things, delete. So you can select any one method. I selected get method. Okay. So resource path is done, method is done. What is the next step? Request. Again, you forgot 5 things.
mm,
See, always you need to remember this way. Resource path, method, request, response, status code. Now resource path is completed, method is completed. Now request.
request.
So how will pass the request? Request is nothing but input.
Mm,
So through query parameter, or URI parameter or body, we can pass it. Okay.
Mhm.
Now today I'll use query parameter. So what is this query parameter and all? Tomorrow we will discuss. Okay.
Okay.
So request is nothing but input, right? So here input is nothing but 6 plus 3 I give. What is this 6 plus 3? These are all numbers or strings?
Numbers.
Numbers. So here we need to write query parameter number 1. So is this number 1 required? Obviously it is required, right? If you want to perform addition.
Mm.
Number 1 required, right? So what you can do? You just select required true. And what is the type of this number?
Integer.
If you type T here and here, you will get. Very good. Integer. Just type I. It will display integer here and here. Okay. So again, we need to pass number 2. So wherever you are passing number 1, same line we need to pass it. Number 2. Required. Again 2. Okay. Type integer. That's it. I passed 2 numbers.
Mm.
Here also I passed 2 numbers. Okay. And if I click on equal, what will happen? I'll get some response. So what is the response I got? 9,
Mm.
right? So here, where we pass request here through query parameter, right? Same
Mm.
line we need to pass it. Are you able to see any response here? No. Why? Because wherever we pass request in the same line, we'll get response. See, here we pass request, right? You can see response. So responses. So first thing 200 we need to write. This is the syntax which we need to follow. 200 body application JSON example. This is the syntax which we need to follow for every response, guys. Okay. Here I'm going to write response as result addition is 10. Okay. See now our API is completed. So resource path is done, method is done, request is done, response is done, HTTP status code is done. All 5 things done. Now what we need to do? We have to test this. Get method, right? So here I'm going to pass 5 plus 5. What will happen? I'll get responses 10. What happened? Something strange. Let me refresh. First time I got this 405. Maybe I connected mobile data. It was.
So the screen is
So are you
hanging.
now? Are you? Yeah. That's what maybe because of internet. Just hold on. So I connected to mobile data. So that's why. Now, is it loading? Maybe because of internet, it is take some time.
Yes, sir. The screen was loading, sir, when you are explaining. So
Yeah. Now it is. I think it got opened for me.
yes, sir. Now it is open.
Are you able to see now? Okay. So here I am testing my application. 5 plus 5. If I send a request, say I got 200. Addition is 10, right? So now the API is working fine, right? Now let me change these values. Instead of 5, I'll make it as 9. 9 plus 5,
11.
how much?
11. 11.
11.
Sorry,
9
14.
plus 5,
14.
14. 14.
14. Very good. Let me click on send. See, again I got 10. Why?
Because I already filled the result.
Hard-coded value.
Because this is hard coded. That means, so what I told you, whenever I start the session, this we can call it as API, right? So API is nothing but this is blueprint of our API. Let's say I gave an example, house example, right? So I'll give you one example. What is this, guys? Hello?
Swimming pool.
Swimming pool. Very good. Can we swim here?
Hello.
Can we swim here or not? Hello?
Sir, your screen
Mm.
is hanging, so it's taking time to load.
Okay,
We can't see.
no problem. It is showing like swimming pool, right? Can we swim here?
No, we can't. Because it is a picture.
No. Why? Water is there, right?
It's a picture only, so we can't swim there.
This is the just image. That means, so by seeing this image, if you want, you can construct it. This is design, right? So
Yes.
when we can swim based on this design, if you construct a swimming pool, then we can swim, right? Here also, whatever the APIs which you are going to design, everything will be blueprint of our APIs. That means, see, if you want to perform a calculator API, you want to pass two numbers, and we will get some output like this. Whether that output is correct or not, that and all we will do it in the development class. Okay, here we will do it. In the tomorrow session, what we will do, we will start our development classes. So let's say if you pass 9 plus 4, so you will get 14 in the development class. That we will do it in the tomorrow session. For today, what we did, now we know how to create an API. If you want to create an API, what are all the things required? All these things we learned today. So what you guys can do, try to, otherwise you will just take a snap for this, okay? And try to prepare answers for this. And today, what you need to do, you have to create any point platform account, okay? And then try to create this kind of API. Okay, today also you can try it. First create an account and then you can try it. If you are facing any kind of issues, okay, what you can do, you can directly reach out to this number through WhatsApp. You can post your issue. I can help you. Okay. So once you guys enroll, what I'll do, I'll create a separate WhatsApp group. So from there you can post. For time being, directly you can send it to me. If you are getting any kind of errors or issues, you can directly post to me. Okay.
Okay.
Any
Okay, sir.
questions from anyone? Yeah, this recording also I'm going to, upload in the YouTube. Only demos I will upload. You just go to YouTube, just type Keto Infotech. You can see. Already I mentioned Mulesoft demo, February 24. Yesterday I uploaded. Okay. Today's recording also I will upload after some time. Once power came, automatically I'll upload in the YouTube. Okay. Clear?
Okay,
Any other
sir.
questions, guys? So any questions, you can reach out to my number. This is my direct contact. You can reach out. Okay.
Yeah, sir, like one thing, sir.
Yeah,
Hello.
go ahead.
No, sir, the thing what you thought,
Yeah.
this thing, right? The design part. The
Yes.
design part. So it was bit hanging, sir. If suppose like tomorrow, figure some.
Yeah, no problem. Tomorrow
Can
I'll
you
show
explain again?
you.
Yeah.
Then see, these are all demos. Okay. Once
Okay.
after completion of demos, again from day one onwards, I will show you. Okay,
okay.
once we start
Okay.
our actual classes, I'll show you how to create an account again. Everything I'll show you, don't worry.
Okay. Okay.
These are all just demos, don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So tomorrow we'll meet same time, guys. Same link. Okay?
Sir, one more thing, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello. Sir, can you start the class at 9? 9, it's
Yeah,
possible.
see, first after completion of demos, we will see how many people are interested to join.
Okay.
Once they join, I'll create a WhatsApp group. There I'll ask you what
Okay.
times you guys are flexible, 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Accordingly, we'll start. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Hmm.
For one member, we can't change. We'll see how many people will enroll. Accordingly, we'll work on it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Hmm.
Yeah. Thanks all.
Sir,
Hmm.
if
Yeah,
we
Niti.
want to enroll, then for first month we can take the online classes, and for remaining 2 we can come to the physical classroom.
Yes, you can. See, physical, if you want, you can come now also. No problem. I'm in office only.
No, actually the thing is, I have a
Yeah.
case, so that's why.
Okay. No problem. Initial 1 month you can attend online. Later
Hmm.
also you can come out. No worries.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir. Hmm.
But the only thing is, if you are, doing in online, you need to put some efforts. Okay. You need, if I say interview questions, right? Today I gave some interview question. Okay. What you need to do, you
Yeah.
have to prepare answers here, right? In your home, you need to do it. But if you
Okay.
are here, what we will do, we will monitor it every half an hour or 1 hour. We'll ask you, did you
Okay.
completed these questions and all or not? Did you completed the task? Everything we will monitor it. Extra care will be there in the office. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. But in online also, we will ask them, did you completed the task or not? Simply we will send one message. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. Any other questions? Okay. We'll catch up tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, all. Bye. Take care.
Thank you.